Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Thursday. Oof, flag's gone. Jeez, OPs. It's like 90, uh, 90 some odd degrees out here. So, anyways, I got the trickle charge on my wife's Honda CRV. It's not going to. I'll probably end up replacing the battery today, but just to make sure she's taken care of. I must have my own personal account with Amigo Bail bonds here in El Paso. I get a call from a young man who I used to coach. I used to hold pads for him. He was a decent prospect, but he didn't have what we call a good work ethic. I'm just checking on a few things in the house. Possibly Tuesday, they're going to. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, son. Trying to stay out of the fucking sun. Hopefully, the people we hired to fix our pool on Tuesday will be here to resurface the pool, which means they're going to chip all the plaster out, the old plaster out, and put the new plaster in. I'll sit down so I don't give us all a fucking headache. But at some point in time, fucking missed it. Anyways, at some point in time as a young man, if you're not ever going to listen to the guys that are around you, and I'm talking about coaches, and I'm talking about fighters, and I'm talking about football players, I'm talking about your average Joe, this is what happened. Young man, there's a bar off of Mesa here on the, I don't know if it's the central or the west side of El Paso. It's called the Hope and Anchor. Right next to it is a little restaurant that is called Sabretooth. And next to that is Drake's Fine Sporting Weapons, Sporting Arms. Anyways, it's a really good guy. Drake's a very good guy. He doesn't like me, but hey, that's okay. But here's the premise. This guy knows how to scrap a little bit. Got into a scrap with the college guy who didn't really know how to fight. And I don't know if you know much about, you guys have to know about where you park your cars and they have these little concrete blocks so you don't run into the place. And he punched the guy, boom, boom, 1-2, jab and a right cross. The guy goes down, hits the back of his head on the I don't know what you call that piece of concrete. And it's usually got two pieces of rebar in it so it doesn't move. It's just to keep you from running over the sidewalks and that. And the guy's in a coma at the University Medical Center. And of course they took this motherfucker to jail. And he's been in probably 10 fights and never had to go to jail. And so I go down there. And I go to Amigo Bail bonds, and they're like, "Hey, Frank, how are you? Who are you here for today?" Yeah. Anyway, hey, ain't fucking wait. And it's not a tremendous amount of money to get him out of there. And I'm like, I'm here to get. I'm not gonna give the guy's name up. I'm here to get this guy out of jail. What's he in for? And it is assault causing grievous bodily injury with the possibility of it becoming manslaughter. And that's not something, and if you don't understand things, people, when they sue other people, are looking for the guy with the deepest pockets. So if I attach my name and my reputation to this kid, anyways, I didn't fucking bail him out, is what it was. And the guys at the Amigo Bail bonds was like, man, this fucking guy dies. This guy's done for 15 years. Man, it doesn't fucking matter. All that to say, you, as a man, have to be disciplined. Disciplined to the point to where if somebody that you know you could crush like a fucking empty beer can, like a fucking grape, like sometimes to save yourself, it's okay to walk away. I'm not telling you that makes you a coward or anything like that else, but this guy went from being a college student in biology to being a possible felon and possibly in for manslaughter. Not murder, but manslaughter. Either way, he's spending... listen, if you can check your ego, you'll be okay. And I'm not telling you that you have to be a coward or anything like that. No. I'm not talking about that. But if you get into a fight, you have to accept the fact that you may kill the other person, whether you did it intentionally or not. And that's, well, anyways, I'm not going to say anything about that. But when I drink at home. I don't go out and do anything. I have a couple of close friends. One is Juan, one is Marco. And I would do whatever it takes to protect them. And, it doesn't matter if they would do the same for me. But the difference is, if you're out at a bar and somebody steps on your shoe or bumps into you, or do not change the course of your life over something that you perceive as disrespectful. I'm not saying that if you see somebody getting their life beat out of them, that you shouldn't get in there and get involved or anything like that. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff, but I'm saying getting into fights is just ridiculous, especially nowadays. This young man, and I'm going to tell you something, he is 19 years old. 19. He's scared as fuck in the jail. Anyways. And he wants, man, I can't, if the older man who's around my age, he's 45, dies because this young man whooped an old man's ass who was drunk. The 19-year-old that I know wasn't drunk, and he tuned that motherfucker up. And anyways, from what I heard from the police, he may have hit him a few more times than he should have, and broke his jaw. Well, from what I understand, here, and here with a foot stomp. And that means that the guy was on the ground. Any fucking way. It's not worth it. If we're at war, yeah, of course. All bets are off. If it's your wife, your girlfriend, man, if it's your wife, your mom, your father, a family member, your mother-in-law, those kind of people are, I'm willing to go to war with. But Jesus Christ, young men, listen to me. You can change the entire course of your life because you were drunk in public and you did something. And I'm not saying this guy meant to do what he did, but this guy has to pay for what he did. And he went from having a few drinks, going home, and sleeping it off to he's in jail now. And he may be up for manslaughter. You don't fucking... Look, I've been to jail. been to prison. You don't want to go there. I promise you, you don't want to go there. No, I didn't bail him out. And if that makes me a fucking dickhead, then I'm a fucking dickhead. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Especially when, I don't know if you guys know a lot about bail bondsmen, but they get to know the police officers, the guys on the ground, and they get to know the guys in the jail. And they were like, hey man, you may not want to take this case. So it is what it is. And no, I didn't bail him out. And I hope to God and I pray to God that this man doesn't die in the hospital. But he has what's called a, let me fucking tell me, it's called a subdural hematoma on this part of his brain. And for what? Because the guy bumped into him and didn't say he was sorry because he was drunk. The guy was drunk. He's around my age. Well, he's actually not anywhere near my age. He's 46 years old. Bumped into the guy. I'll tell you this about the guy. The guy's a firefighter for the El Paso, the city of El Paso. And the guy who knocked him out and he ended up hitting his head is, anyways, doesn't fucking matter. Young men, promise me, if you have the opportunity to diffuse a situation, you'll walk away. Bite your tongue and walk away. The way that the world was when I was young, where you could go out and fist fight, nah, it's just not the same. I don't want to see any of you guys end up like this guy. And no, I'm not tying all my resources into this guy because he fucked up. And evidently, from what I know now, when the guy was on the ground, God damn it, what do they call those things where you pull your car up and it keeps you from driving forward? I don't know what the name is. They're concrete things, and they have these two pieces of rebar pushed in the ground. So your car, the block's here, and your car runs up, and you just have to stop, or you end up going like that. Anyway, well, the guy had his head, and the young man stomped his face and broke his jaw. And he really fucked the guy up. So the guy's in a coma. Called me. I went to Amigo Bail bonds. I went and I made sure that. Anyways, it is what it is. Sometimes I would have to say, if you have the ability to check your ego and walk away. They can say whatever they want. That doesn't matter to you. That doesn't matter to you or anything else. But this guy went from being a prospect who was going up to Albuquerque and Jackson Winklejohn to get on their team to being a fucking possible felon in jail for maybe 10 to 15 years of his life is gone. For what? Because the guy bumped into you? It's not worth it. You have to pick and choose your battles. This isn't like somebody punched his wife, or he doesn't even have a wife. Hey, let me just stop. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to be a punk. I'm not telling you that if you were forced to fight, that you shouldn't fight and you should turn the other cheek and walk away like a coward. No, I'm not telling you like that. But if you get into a fight, there are things that you just can't control. It is what it is. You guys stay safe and healthy. I hope this man comes out of his coma. I'm going to have to, in my personal opinion, I'm going to have to start parting ways with the people who think they're fighters in my life. I don't need any more of this fucking drama in my life. I don't need them telling me their sad story. I got to tell you something, young man. You want to have a few drinks? Stay home. Buy a bottle of booze. Buy whatever mixers you need to do. Stay home. Don't go out and drink and drive. You don't have to be out at the club where you're paying $9, $10 for a drink just because you want to hang out with some other people. Stay home, play. What's the fucking game you guys play now? Like Fortnite? Do you guys play hearts or spades or anything like that? Well, fuck it. I don't want to age myself. So anyway, stay home. Stay with people you can trust that you're not going to get into a fight with. And, if you have the chance, I'm telling you, walk away. You don't want to change the direction of your life over something that doesn't matter at all. You may say that's easy for me to say, but I'm telling you, I've been in jail. I don't want to see any of you go to jail. You do not want to go to prison. So it is what it is. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G-string from a very disappointed man in West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.